Howdy, partner. Draw.
So I don't know much about this one, other than if you could barn find a chainsaw, you know, this is it. I went and bought a lawn tractor off this lady whose husband had unfortunately passed away. This was sitting on a shelf. She said I could have it. Here it is. We've got an eBay carb kit that may or may not fit it. We will find out. It is a Johnson Reds, made in Sweden, 801. So let's dig into it and see what we got. Well, let's just start by getting this bar out of the way before it just clears off the whole bench here. Those are some shavings, eh? Look at those. Can you see? They're pretty long. I wonder if this was being used on a mill of some sort. Alaskan mill kind of idea. Alright, we'll just go ahead and dig into this. See what we're looking at here. Working my fair share of stills and huskies. I think the last Jonsered I saw was probably 20 years ago on a sod farm that the owner kind of had a shining. How do you think that works? Clean as a whistle. I'm just gonna go ahead and go blow all this out before I get too carried away. We got a little loose stuff blown off here, so let's just pop this plug out again. Put a little of my fabulous ice auger fuel in there. Let's just see. While she's rotating, rope looks okay. Let's put that in. The coil is attached to this cover, so we'll have to just kind of, we'll just stick this on there. Oh, we got to attach our ignition wire. And that's our cutoff, which was taped up. So we'll set that there, plug on. I'll give her a little choke. Let's just give her a pull and see if she's got any spark or anything here. Yep. Choke off. There's something there. Yeah. Well, I heard a little sputter, which would lead me to believe that it's kind of working. Probably just flooded her out with how much fuel I put in. Let's give her one more go. There she goes. Oh. Well, I think that's enough. Maybe one more. Yeah. It's enough to let me know the ignition probably works. We'll get the fuel out. Get her drained. Carb kit. See where we're at. Alright, so you got the carb pulled apart here. And it looks, you know, in okay shape, other than it's going to need a kit for sure. This diaphragm, very crispy. And I checked it out with the one that I got, and I think it's going to be okay. So we'll go ahead and squirt this one out a bit. I've got an ultrasonic. I don't know that we'll need it per se. Well, it's past the gel point. This stuff's actually hardened in spots. It might, you know. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go put this in the ultrasonic cleaner with some sort of stuff. Maybe just gas. And we'll go from there. So I ended up using xylene for about an hour. We still got, you know, plastic's okay. It was pretty dirty. Oh, we still got a little gasket on there. And the screen, I took it out just out of here. The other side had a little bit of shmoo in it still. And I mean, the kit comes with a new one, so we'll probably just go ahead and install that guy. Like so. We'll just run the edges in. Now, I don't normally get carried away with pulling these out. I mean, they come with new ones, and you can. And a guy I used to work for used to put nail polish in there to hold them in. But I think we'll give it a go without this time. So we'll just get this back together with a new needle. Oh, was the old one rubber? It was. This one's metal. Well, we'll try it. Worst case, you just gotta do it again. No big deal. We got a little spring in there, like so. Oh, where's the rod? There it is. Needle in the rod, spring in the dimple. Looks right. Give her a screw. Then we want gasket. This guy's just got to click in there. like so. Try this one. Little torque. I got this guy figured out already, so I'll just flip them over. Make sure they all line up. Made in Ireland, eh? You don't see that very often anymore. Although now that I look at it, even this carb kit, Count Kerry, Ireland. I do believe that my grandmother's family came over from County Kerry in the potato famine. Anyways. Okay, low and high, I just written down here 1.25 inches from bottom and 7/8 from bottom. So we'll just screw these in. Oh, screw these in appropriately. All the way down, not too tight. And then we'll back them out to where they were before, because I'm assuming this saw was running. I mean, it had some gas in it, and she barked off for us there a little bit, so I'm betting it just got put on the shelf one day until I came by. So we'll put these down. Okay. And then 1/2, 1.25. And this guy, I marked it 7/8, but it was 1/2, 1. And however that worked out for me. So that should be a carburetor. As long as everything moves here still. Yeah, we got a choke. We got a throttle. So let's get this installed back in the saw. Okay, so let's work on getting this back in. So I kind of put some fuel in there already. Get that fuel line. And I changed this too. We'll get that on. And we'll get those through. This gasket was like so. Makes me wonder if one of these wouldn't fit on up here just to help it out some. mean, there was nothing, but that's aluminum. Let's try it. Worst case, we gotta pull it apart again. Okay, don't want to damage that. Push these screws through. Oh. It's that like that. Gasket on. That's fully closed. Does the choke still work with the gasket in there? Yeah, it does. Okay, so let's try that. So those would have been down in there. Okay, before I get too tight. Now this choke lever was just held in with a cotter pin, which I'm going to have to screw around with a little bit here, I think, to get this guy to fit. So I'll get that connected and see where we're at. Okay, we're all back together here. I stuck a little fuel in the cylinder. The stop switch, I believe, was disconnected because this is super weak. So I've just flipped it upside down. So when it wants to vibrate, you know, the other way, it'll just stay on. I'll have to flip it up to stop it. Hopefully that works for us. Choke is cotter pinned again. Idle, you know, everything works still. So high hopes. I think we'll take it outside this time. See what happens. All right. Put a little fuel in there. Idle. Off. I'll leave the choke off for now, just because the fuel's in there to go. Let's give her a pull. Well, that was the fuel in there running. Maybe we'll give her another little shot and just see. I didn't have anything to change what's inside the tank here, so might be a problem. Okay, another little shot of fuel. See what happens here. No choke again. She might not be pulling from the tank. Maybe I'll pull what's in there out and just see if I can't do something about it. Boy, I don't know why I thought it would be different, but I sure underestimated what is in that fuel tank. This thing was just stuck up against the wall there, and I mean we're hard chunks coming off this thing, so I'm gonna have to find me another filter and go from there. Okay, this is saying something. So I took that old filter out of there, threw it in the ultrasonic, cleaned her up a little bit. I mean, this outer felt, you know, it wasn't going to come back around. But this is a serviceable filter. And I mean, this kind of, I don't know what they call it, but that kind of brass, you know, sprayed stuff is often used as like a last chance filter on heater nozzles and stuff like that. So I think for what we're doing here, this on its own is going to be just fine to see if, you know, she's going to do the things that we want her to. So we'll get this thrown in on the new Tygon. Give her another go. Okay, so still no bar. Idle. Choke off. I did squirt a little fuel in there. Let's give her a go. don't know if it would idle right now, but you know, some tuning might fix that. And the oiler is definitely full on. Yeah, it runs slow enough to idle, so I don't think it's crank seals or anything like that. I think we just need to get her attuned. And you know, she's really spewing the oil, so yeah, we'll get her tuned up and give her a cutting. So I gave her a sharpen here, and I guarantee you that the last guy that sharpened this chain thought he was going to be the last one to do it. But I think we've got enough in her that we can at least give her a test here to see if the saw's got any, you know, jam left in her. Joke on. Oh yeah. So all we had to do was turn the idle up a quarter of a screw turn there. Give her. Right on. Well, I mean, not the best chips, but it's something. Especially considering what this chain's looking like here. I think that means it's worth it. I'll probably get another one done up for this. Might consider a bar. This one's seen some better days. That is for sure. Well, I think that's going to do for this one. We got another saw to add to the fleet here, which will be nice to have one that I can have a little bit bigger of a bar on, you know. Every once in a while, I mean, my trees aren't huge around here, but I only had the 20-inch on when I took that one down, and it wasn't quite enough. I should have put a bigger bar on. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you want to, comment, like, subscribe, all that fun jazz. Cheers.